Okay, France-Belgium has just finished. Not the most inspiring game. Belgium actually had the best chances. France had the majority of the possession. Haven't technically had a shot on target, even though they've won the game 1-0. Kolo Muani, it was a scuff shot that was most likely off target and is deflected off Jan Vertonghen in past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. And that was on 85 minutes. And that summed up both teams' tournaments. Belgium have really struggled to score. France haven't done much better. France are yet to score a goal from open play in this tournament. They've had two own goals and a penalty to get them to this stage. Belgium have only scored two goals in the tournament. So, and they were booed off at the end of their last game in the group stage. Belgium have really disappointed me. They have been a big disappointment in my opinion. But France haven't been setting the world on fire. And yet somehow France continue to make the latter stages of tournaments. With the talent on display, yes, the game was better. I think the best performance both sides have put in the tournament, but it sums up their tournament, this was two better performances, yet they were still pretty average performances, really. It was a bit of a scrappy game. France, really good for two-thirds of the field, and then the final third, they're wasteful. Belgium, a lot of sloppy passes in there, but when they did create chances, they had shots on target, forcing saves. De Bruyne's shot on about 82, 83 minutes comes moments before France go down the other end and get a scrappy own goal, basically, to get them through to the next round. And this match sums up the tournament for both teams. Belgium are out. Goal scoring was a problem. Admittedly, VAR has hindered them a little bit, and we can debate some of those decisions in that first game against Slovakia. France haven't, as I say, set the world on fire. They got lucky against Austria. Potentially could have lost that game, but in reality, this France team, the way they're playing, won't strike fear into anyone. But they can somehow grind out wins playing badly. Belgium, I have some concerns about Belgium going forward. Is De Bruyne going to be there in 2 years' time? Is this the last window of opportunity gone for the golden generation of Belgium? But yeah, this match sort of sums up the tournament for both teams. Scrappy, unconvincing, and quite disappointing, to be brutally honest. As I say, France really good for two-thirds of the field. Final third, they're wasteful, they're inaccurate, and they're just not hitting the target. They're not converting the opportunities they're creating. They had a lot of shots today, all off target. Belgium having lots of shots on target, yet not converting them. Now, they are forcing the keeper to make saves, and that's good, but they're not getting that second bounce of the ball. So they might have the shot, the ball deflects out into a dangerous area, they're not getting onto that second phase. But I think there's more issues at play with Belgium. There's been a lot of speculation over the years about the unity of the squads, big personalities in the squad not getting on. Certain players didn't come this year, didn't get selected, like Courtois and De Bruyne, for example, don't even talk to each other, and there's well-known reasons for that. But it seems to me there's big divisions within the Belgium squad. I think Belgium's best player today was Doku. I think he ran his socks off and really put in a shift and tried everything. Maybe overplayed at times, but he was, I think, Belgium's best player today. On the France side of things, I think Griezmann is the key for them. Everyone goes on about Mbappe and how he's one of the most expensive players in the world and how he's just earned his big move to Spain from PSG. But Griezmann is the general, the true general of this France side. So if they can get Griezmann firing, other pieces can fall into place. But the fact that they haven't scored a goal in open play is troubling. It is troubling. But then Didier Deschamps, as the coach, even though he's got them to finals, he's won them a World Cup, he's got them to a Euros final, he's got them to the latter, he's got them to two World Cup finals. He's been heavily criticised for the style of play, for certain selections. He faces similar pressure in France like Southgate faces in England, and this Belgian team face at home in Belgium. It's not just England and Southgate that are under a lot of pressure and a media microscope and a fan microscope. This French team is facing a lot of pressure domestically. There's been a lot of talk about Didier Deschamps, and it is, is his style of play suiting the players available to him? Because this France team is probably more stacked with talent than the France team of the late 90s, early 2000s, potentially. And I do say that even though that France team from 24, 26 years ago was full of superstar players, this Belgian side, again, stacked with talent, has really flattered to deceive and has really underperformed. But there we go, this match, not the best. The energy levels were there. It was played at a far better pace than England-Slovakia last night, so I was actually engrossed in the game, but there was scrappiness in it, there was sloppiness in it, but the energy levels were there and the commitment was there. It's the end product wasn't. And that just sums up this tournament for both sides. They're both teams with stacked lineups. You would expect goals. 5 goals in the tournament between these two teams up to this point, which some teams get. Germany got that in one game against Scotland. These two sides so far only scored 5 goals for the entire tournament, and France haven't scored a goal from open play. So there we go. Place your thoughts on the game in the comments section, but I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts on it. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.